sentro ng paglilinang ang paaralan at bagamat ang ating mga kabataan ay nakasentro sa pag-aaral, may mga bata talagang may husay at galing pagdating sa leadership at management. Ngayong araw, kilalanin natin ang Vice President of the National Federation ng Supreme Student Government, ang Pride ng Glan, French Bandong. Sige French, kasi ikaw yung unang i-feature natin dito sa segment natin. May mga 10 katanungan lamang ako na kailangan mong sagutin. So French, ikaw yung na-elect as Vice President, kauna-unahang Vice President no, na galing sa Sarangani. Ano yung pakiramdam mo at ano ba yung proseso sa pagpili sa inyo?
Yeah, siguro until now ma'am, hindi ko pa rin like nagsisink in pa rin kasi bago lang na yung election. And even until now, it still feels so surreal to think na nasa national na ako. And really siguro from the start of the term, siguro when I ran sa president dito sa school, that's about it. Siguro on my end na doon yung hangganan ng vision ko. I never expected it to like escalate from division to region, even up to national. And yun, I guess the process was also very very complex din, no, from where I started. Kasi on the regional level, I was told about the election prior to the election 3 to 4 days. So medyo hindi ako prepared that time. Tapos the night before that din, I was told na may mga magprepare ng like accomplishment reports and through a video, parang sort of political ad to play during the election. And then it was like hours before na it was like late at night na. So I was thinking na sige, magsasalita na lang ako tomorrow sa regional election and whatever happens, ayun na. And yeah, during the election, nakita ko nga yung mga accomplishment reports, and I was also amazed sa ibang regional officers. Kaya sabi ko na whatever man na yung maging kung ano maging result ng election, I'm super happy already to be part of the regional Fed. And then ayun, the unexpected happened. All divisions voted for me as their president. It was overwhelming, at the same time nakaka-pressure, especially na when I knew na I would represent Region 12 for the national election na. And yeah, when the national election also came, prior to the election itself, nagkita na kami ng mga regional presidents to have like some discussions regarding the Youth Formation Division and programs, projects, and activities in the future. And yun, during that time na na-meet ko yung regional presidents for the first time, it was an amazing and overwhelming feeling kasi ang gagaling nila lahat, knowing how they speak, and then paano nila present yung mga accomplishments nila, and how they address these things na issues na nire-raise during nung meeting. And ayun nga, I again kagaya ng regional election, I said na being part of the National Federation is already a big part of it. And being here representing SOX is a privilege already. And whatever happens, you know, I'm happy with where I am now, and I'll be representing SOX to the National Federation. And ayun, again, the unexpected happened. I was elected as the vice president, and yun, for how many like times na since looking back siguro at my leadership career, way back in elementary, and I never expected to reach this far, but I guess ayun nga, part of like being elected as the national vice president is like the huge responsibility na being elected is for starters, na we really need to do more and maximize this position for the student body. So really looking forward to doing more in this like position.
Question number 2 is, ano yung SSG National Federation, and ano ba yung ginagawa mo bilang Vice President?
Yeah, on the National Federation kasi it for almost a decade long, 9 years ago yung last federation na national, and for almost 9 years nag-come back yung national federation, and we're in the middle of the pandemic pa, so we're mixed emotions, but mostly we're super excited and optimistic to start again the national federation. And yun, one of our goals as the national federation, one of our roles is to represent our region, each of our regions in the national, and each regions have their own struggles in education and things like that, and it is our responsibility to address those concerns ng mga students natin at the national fed and do something about it. And yun, on this term we're really looking forward first is to making a manual for the student government that will encapsulate the things na you will do from the first day of your term until the last day, and yun, and all the necessary things that needs to be done, yung mga financial and yung finance ninyo, how do you handle your finance, and how do you account it, also yung mga resolutions natin, how do we do that, yun. So we're really looking forward to developing a student government manual para it would become easier for the next generations of student governments in the Philippines to also do their job, because ang job description nila is may manual na sila na mabibase. And another thing na we're really looking forward for this term is we're looking into revising our constitution and bylaws. Our CBL in SSG has been since 2014, Deped Order number 47, and between that and now we feel na many has changed already, and we're really looking forward to introducing provisions that would be responsive to kung ano yung kailangan ng students ngayon, especially na on a post-pandemic world.
Sige friends, alam mo naman natin na ikaw yung SSG president ng GSAT, and you are the regional president ng SSG natin, and vice president ka na ngayon ng National Federation. Paano mo ba ginajuggle or minamanage yung inyong responsibilities?
Yeah, again, it's super overwhelming to feel it all na you handle the school, the division, the region, and then now our responsibility sa national. But I guess the bottom line there is recognizing na yung student government natin is an organization and is a team, and dito mo makikita yung significance ng collaborative work. And I have a very supportive team in all levels dito sa school, in the division, in region, and in the national. And we can really utilize that network, that connection with people na we built para to help each other sa mga roles natin in student government. And I guess part of it then is handling and giving the responsibility, letting others take the responsibility. In my school, it's a training also for other lower positions, especially my vice president. If she plans to pursue the presidency, and yun, the most important thing lang talaga is to communicate with fellow members of the student government. And I think with collaboration and with teamwork, everything will be easier for us to handle.
We've heard that you are also involved in other civic organizations and other projects. Ano bang mga ito, and paano mo ito minamanage?
Yeah, I'm really engaged in civic movements. That's where I started. Parang yung political awakening ko, that's one of the reasons then why I joined student government. Because I experienced the day-to-day lives of people on the ground, and I want to do something about it. So at this point then, with sabay sa student government ko, I'm handling a community initiative called Project Verified. So Project Verified is a youth-led non-profit initiative that aims to combat disinformation. Isa yun sa pinoint out ni Secretary Briones during our National Assembly, the rise of false information and disinformation. And yeah, with that being said, our organization wants to combat disinformation through introducing new approaches. So yung approach ng Project Verified namin is to integrate yung values natin as truth tellers. Kasi it's easy to fact check and like to point out to people na mali ito na information, pero yung assurance natin na they will not do it again, yun yung medyo blurry doon. So we try to intervene on that on the personal level. We integrate the ethics of journalism. We establish kung ano ba yung definition ng truth natin as it is, because lately subject for debate na yung truth, parang nagiging subjective na yung truth natin, and that's really dangerous for us na on the field of like fact checking, na wala kaming like establishment kung ano ba yung truth. So we're working on that. We have trained already 15 student leaders and journalists in Sarangani and Jensan, and now on our second run entitled like deconstructing and rebuilding our understanding of truth, we went to Davao City to train 25 student leaders and journalists then, and aiming to establish to them yung grounds nila for truth telling.
Ikaw yung boses ng kabataan. Ngayong pandemic, ano yung gusto mong sabihin sa kanila?
Yeah, siguro tayo naman lahat is super overwhelmed kasi unexpected din yung pandemic. I never thought na yung last day natin, yung last week, last school year was like the end of it. Tapos like we're shifting na to the new normal of education with like new platforms in like studying. And I guess like siguro at some point we feel na frustrated, with like what's happening, but the end goal siguro niyan is like while we understand where the frustration is coming from, we also need to acknowledge na we are all in this. Tayo lahat nandito, and we hope for the best. Tayo naman lahat gustong like makausad from this and ma-raise ang mga concerns natin. And the end goal siguro is to raise your concerns on a proper way, on the proper process of raising your concerns, because it is also a reminder, it is also a challenge for us in the student government, to be the moderator of the students and the department, and it is also our responsibility to remind the students that the department is with us in this, and we are both handling this situation, and we both like see things na sana maging okay na, and we hope na our response, our concerns will be raised in an effective manner, so that we as well in the student government and in the department of education, we can utilize these responses to develop programs that would really address those concerns, and to be effective to the students like cries and ano ba yung gusto ng students na mangyari, without necessarily being like rude or manners natin is nawawala na, especially in the department na may core values tayo. So we still hope na we maintain those core values. We still hope na the process of it all will still be there, kasi tayo naman lahat ang nasa sitwasyon na ito, and we hope for the best for you, and I hope na we will work together for that.
You've been trained, you've been honed in DepEd for 13 years. Ano kayang aspeto sa Department of Education ang gusto mong ma-improve pa?
Siguro, let's start with saying na cliche as it sounds, no, lahat naman is may room for improvements really. And siguro for us in the student government, for us in the student body, siguro ang gusto naming mas mag-improve pa for the Department of Education really is to hear more from the students, to hear more sa concerns ng mga tao. And although we are seeing that now in the pandemic, with the national, especially with the establishment of National Federation, ito na yung parang naging avenue namin to raise our concerns. We talk with Secretary Briones, and things like that. And this has been also an avenue, and we hope, we're looking forward, kasi yung the Youth Formation Division told us na one of the roles of the National Federation will be the representative of the student body on congressional hearings or on policy making concerns na may affect our students, and this will be an avenue for us to raise our concerns, and we hope to see more of that. Part of the assurance that we are being heard is we are involved in the policy making, we are involved in what the department says about these things, and we hope to see more of that, na parang mas ma-involve natin yung mga students natin sa decision making natin.
A lot of students in Sarangani, actually not just in Sarangani, are looking up to you right now because of your position and your achievements. Ano yung gusto mong sabihin sa kanila?
Here's a line na I'll never forget. Na I'm super inspired when the recent U.S. election, with Vice President Kamala Harris, the first African American, first South Asian, and first female Vice President of USA. She said sa speech niya that this is a country of possibilities. And that narrative, applying it dito, this is a world of possibilities. 10 years ago, I haven't hindi ko na envision yung sarili ko to be in this platform, but here I am now. Everything's possible. Sino ba naman mag-aakala na on a small town in Glan, in Sarangani, one of the poorest provinces in the Philippines, will the Vice President of the National Federation, and yun, siguro one thing is to believe in yourself. One thing is to believe that nothing is impossible, and it's another thing really, siguro yung primary, yung secondary message ko talaga, it's a second thing na with the process of achieving your goals, your dreams, you do not forget your whys. You do not forget kung bakit mo ba ginagawa ang mga bagay na ginagawa mo. And
Next question.
yeah. Sorry, second question. Yeah, why you do things, and it's establishing yung mga non-negotiables mo. It's acknowledging yung mga principles mo, yung mga values na hinahawakan mo, so that on the process of achieving your goals, hindi ka mawawala. Because kung ano yung hino-hold mo na important. You know what's important to you, and that will lead you, to what you envision. And hindi ka mawawala kung yung identity mo is hindi mawawala along the way.
Sige, French, being a teenager, paano mo minamanage yung stress given that we are in Glan?
I mean, Glan, we're super famous for our beaches, and it's one avenue then for me to relieve myself. I love the beach. It's like a 5-minute drive away sa bahay. I could go to the beach, and yeah, siguro one thing then as stress reliever is to meditate on yourself. We always mention about mental health, and I think that's very important na for you to establish yourself, and establish mo yung sarili mo na mag-meditate ka on how you are doing, and make time for yourself to do things that you want. Hindi mawawala yun, although there are times talaga na super busy, all the times na you can't do things na you can't do things na gusto mo because may time constraint and things like that, but we just don't forget to lend the time for ourselves as well, na kumuha tayo ng oras para sa sarili natin, and also for our personal lives. Wag nating pabayaan yung mga personal matters natin.
And we are now down to our last question. You've been active in the civic organizations and involved in the politics and governance. How do you see yourself 10 years from now?
Yeah, actually from all the questions, that's probably the hardest because kahit open-ended yung question, parang I feel compelled to answer on specific but But yeah, I still cannot, again, this is a country of possibilities. You know, this is a world of possibilities. Everything can happen. Tomorrow, baka may mangyari, or in the future, we don't know. I guess the bottom line siguro on my career, seeing my career now and where I would be 10 years from now, although I don't have a definite definite path na to take, definite profession to take, but I'm pretty sure na I'll be on developmental works. I love working with people. You know, I love meeting people on the ground, experiencing and listening to them kung ano yung mga sentiments nila, and I definitely see myself 10 years from now still doing the things I do today, helping people, you know, and being champion of the youth. I'm passionate about I'm an advocate for the youth, you know, for youth empowerment, and I really believe na there is more power to the youth na we can unleash and could contribute to our society today, and we need to do more to that.
Okay, so thank you so much, friends, and I am looking forward to see more of your achievements in the coming days. Thank you.